The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. The play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll try and run it. And right away, he lost the football. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And an alley to Darnold, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
Exactly. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
But if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Darnold, and that will be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here comes Erickson. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And complete to Zach Ertz. Peck down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown. Zach Ertz. 41 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He finds Beckham complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down. A first down throw, Darnold. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion. Just Like they do it in practice.
On second down now, it's Freeman, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and just like that, it's third down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school, and now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The throw by Darnold, hauled in by the tight end Herndon.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Darnold, and it's caught. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on second and long. Brady flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On third and long, it's Brady. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And running with power here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before half for Brady. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Still on his feet. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Gallup, 49 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And that'll set them back 5.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Extra point try now for Dawson. And this is no good. Boy, that didn't even get there. Not a good effort at all. And our score remains the same. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he connects with Ertz. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Brady. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass. Of the game for Tom Brady, and his guys are going to add on to their lead. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And Brady's throw there incomplete. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Sam Darnold, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Ertz over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Welcome back live to Orlando as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And touchdown. Zach Ertz, 73 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain of 12 yards that time. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Darnold. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Here's Brady. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Brady going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Zach Ertz, 29 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's Darnold. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They'll try and run with their fullback. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Right there, 54 Mike. I smell fear in it, I smell fear.
Darnold on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold, his pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, pull on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, pull on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, pull on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, pull on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch.
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Grip.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Thank you, Coach. We jump into this challenge in the third quarter with 4 minutes to go. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, 1st and long. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10.
Hurry.
Out of the gun, Elway. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. Check 48 the mic. Come on.
Now Elway. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Elway. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Elway looking to pass again. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. We jump into this challenge in the third quarter with 4 minutes to go. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. But you've driven into opponent territory, 1st and long. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Elway. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Elway. This is White on the screen. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On third down, Elway. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a lower start difficulty if you can and select replay challenge and give it another go. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Quick pass out to Juju. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They fake the give. Now Elway. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the check. And now the offense getting set, first and 10.
Watch your slap, watch your slap.
Elway to throw again. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets this. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Again, it's Elway. And this is caught. Herman Moore. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go. From the gun, it's Elway. And that is caught. Herman Moore. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now it's Elway. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? This is caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones, throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash.